Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Jiujitsu2000 here today. I'm back with Miss Bella.
Hi guys.
Hope you guys had a good 4th of July. We had to wait a week for episode 5 of season 6 of Alone.
I know, that was a bummer.
We had to wait a whole week.
Yeah, had to wait.
But we're back. So this was a good episode. If you haven't seen this episode yet, you know the drill. Turn this video off.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers everywhere. So you want to get started?
Let's go.
So here's the quote. For suffering and enduring, there is no remedy but striving and doing. Thomas Carlyle. That's an interesting quote.
So it's pretty much a quote saying like to persevere.
Yes, hang in there.
Hang
Keep
in
going.
there. Yeah.
So what do you got?
Alright, so we got Jordan. If you remember last episode, it's been 2 weeks, guys, so think back. He is just about ready to shoot a moose.
We're on day 20, by the way.
Yeah, day 20. Day 20. He's about ready to shoot that. Do you think it's probably the same one that he was kind of messing with the last time and missed?
I think he took a shot or something, and then they left us hanging, maybe?
Yeah, so he missed the first time. This time, it kind of left us hanging, and he got the shot.
He hit the moose.
Right off the bat.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's super excited about that, but he doesn't want to go towards it and get all crazy with it because he's afraid it's going to run off. And he doesn't want to exert those calories. He doesn't want to, lose 800 pounds of meat on wheels, getting out of there. So he needs to kind of quietly track.
So he hears it mooing, and he decides to take a look. He sees a bubbly blood trail, which is kind of an indicator, and they put it on the screen too that was a lung shot. It's crazy.
So good, that's really good to see that it's in the lungs, but also just because it's in the lungs doesn't mean that it's going to be like a quick and instant kill.
Yes.
So there could be waiting involved.
Could be waiting. He found it, and now we're moving forward to 9:30 in the morning. We're talking about Barry. So he ate some crowberries, and he has his teeth stained.
Ew.
And he was funny.
Yeah, that was sexy.
He was funny.
Some teeth stain up there. I'm like, gosh, I hope that once he gets back, he can go and get his teeth whitened, because it does show like a lot of that, the acidic whatever that's in the berries can make your teeth all stained up, like bad.
Said they use that for dye.
No, it was pretty black looking.
Yeah. Decides he's gonna go fishing, and what I noticed was when he did the shot of him talking about fishing and stuff, the water was so smooth. The weather is very calm right now.
Well, good eyes, because I didn't catch that.
No? Got anything
Does
else?
it matter if it's smooth or good, or just a good weather?
Just an observation, really.
They've been pretty lucky. Like, the weather's been holding up pretty good.
Yes, it
has.
has.
A little bit of snow, but the weather's been pretty good.
So far. 10 o'clock in the morning, moving forward to Brady. My first thought when I saw him was very nice shelter.
Yeah, I did too. One thing that I noticed about Brady was that he was kind of saying to everybody on camera, like, gosh, I wonder if anybody else has got a moose.
A big game, yeah.
Yeah, we're like, oh, yeah, if he only knew.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
But he also kind of goes into talking about that it was a good idea and a good call that he didn't bring a bow.
He said big game is never what you go for. I respectfully disagree with that comment. And he says he's happy, just like she said, that he's happy he didn't bring his bow. And he was very smart in what he said, though. This other thing about fishing, checking your snares, your deadfalls, small game and stuff like that is a lot more easier to find. And I noticed inside of his shelter, when he had the shot of his fire, he had some look like flagstones, like flat rocks, and I thought that was interesting because it looked like he had a nice hearth around his fire. They looked like flagstones. They were very like a slate type of rock. I wonder where he found that. It's kind of cool, neat thing that I saw. So he's protecting his shelter from the heat, from the flames, with those rocks.
Yeah.
That's all I have with him. You got anything else?
That's it. Moving on.
Moving on. 11/16. We're still on day 20. We're talking about Jordan again.
3 hours later, he's still waiting for this moose to die.
Yes.
So, like I said before, it could be up to like 6 hours that you're just waiting for, for those last breaths of that moose. And
my thought, can I cut in there?
Go for it, yeah.
My thought, and I don't know if this would have been effective or not, and it was just a thought, as an armchair quarterback that I am watching the show, I'm sitting there thinking, why doesn't he take a follow-up shot? Or, secondly, he already knows that the animal's wounded, and if he does pursue that second shot, in the worst case scenario, in my opinion, would be that he would trigger that animal to run or to flee, and then this would cut down the amount of time that it would take for the animal to die. He's going to bleed out. He's already bleeding, and it's already a lung shot. So, just a thought. I'm not knocking him, but it was just a thought that went through my head. It's hard for us to sit here and watch the show.
We're not there.
Yes,
obviously.
We're not out there.
But we're just curious.
Yeah. And the moose fell.
Finally falls, and you can just hear the boom.
Thunk.
So, and I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. One of the biggest,
It is.
amount of meat that anybody has gotten, and he's set for a while.
In the history of Alone, the first big game animal.
Oh, for real?
Ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
all right.
Jordan.
Well, congratulations, Jordan. That's pretty
Yes.
awesome. All right.
I thought so too, and it just proves for all those compound bow, people that say, oh, you can't kill nothing big with a recurve. Yes, you can. A broadhead hits that thing, and the well-placed shot. Jordan had to do a phenomenal job to drop that big game. So for all those people out there with that argument of, oh, you need a compound bow, no, you don't. Our ancestors have been killing game for thousands of years using primitive bows and arrows.
Yep.
So that's my thought.
Boom.
My initial thought too, when the moose fell, was a legitimate one, and that is he going to be able to deal with this large of an animal? All the challenges that's going to present.
Yeah, by himself trying to process an animal. Usually with the right tools, and he shows all he's got is like a
multi-tool.
Yeah. So it's going to be a difficult task for him.
Yep. 12:52. We're still with Jordan. He decides he's going to gut and skin it, and it's 36 degrees out Fahrenheit right now. So that's actually to his advantage. The colder temperatures, it's going to preserve that meat a little longer, so he has a little more time. And
Refrigerator.
Yes, it's natural.
Not a freezer, but a refrigerator.
Yeah, it takes time. 800 to 900 pound moose. I think he's doing a good job skinning the thing. I think he's doing good with the multi-tool until
poop guts
he cut
all over. He knew he made the mistake right away. He said
Yeah.
he's never done that before. He called it kind of like a lazy mistake.
Punctured the stomach.
Yeah, so got stuff all over the place. I just put poop guts on there because I don't know all those intestines all over there. Like, okay, we'll just clean it off. I don't know. Like, hey, you've got another 700 pounds of meat there, boo-hoo.
Right.
But I know that he wants to take as much as he can. But to me, viewer not knowing a whole lot, I was thinking, okay, it's all right, minor mistake. But he was a little upset about it.
And I would have been too. That's always a big thing that we try to avoid when we cut down these large game animals is to not puncture the bladder or stomach.
Right.
It'll taint the meat.
Right.
So what is it? The heart. He's got the heart of the moose, and it's about as big as his head.
It's like a baby's head, but holy,
crazy.
It was huge.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He said, "I've got a lot of smoking to do," which was music to my ears because I'm all about jerking meat. And he finished around about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because he had to quarter that thing out.
And carry it. It said that he probably walked like a good 5 miles or something back and forth, just bringing these pieces back to his camp.
So we're trying to calculate the time that it took him from the time the animal fell to the time he was finished with that last load. Looks like about 8 hours of work.
But yeah, that's worth it. Shoot.
With a multi-tool, that's doing pretty
I don't know.
dang good.
I'd be doing whatever I need to do. If I'm starving, I'm going to be huffing back and forth, getting all the meat I can.
Mm-hmm. Anything else for Jordan?
No, that's it. Let's go.
Okay, moving forward, day 21. We're talking about Barry. It is 1:37 in the morning, and he wakes up from his sleep.
I thought he had like a case of some female menstrual cramps. That's what it looked like. Poor guy. Like, oh man, I feel ya. Like, what's going on? I thought maybe it was those crowberries or something. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
These people out here can't eat nothing without getting sick.
Yeah, he's got big cramps.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in pain.
Yeah, like really bad pain. I'm like, I'm feeling for you, dude. I know what it feels like.
Yeah, it hurts. He's
yeah.
like, my first thought is he's got dehydration issues.
See, I didn't think that. I thought like maybe he got sick from eating those crowberries. I don't know what those are. Anyway.
So we go all the way, still with Barry, all the way till the following morning, 8:40 in the morning. Or actually, we're still on day 21. He gets up and he says, "This is hydration day."
And self-care.
Self-care.
Like, I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to do my thing. So he takes out this stick thing, and he, like, I'm like, what is he doing? And he starts playing some air guitar.
That was cool. Yeah.
I'm thinking slightly that it's been 21
days.
21 days. Kind of losing your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. You know, you're getting...
Good television.
Yeah, it is entertainment all the way. I'm just saying, you're bored out there. You're trying to have fun. It was pretty cool.
I thought it was fun.
We got air guitar. So it's starting to lose his mind a little bit. And then he starts talking about his dad.
Yep, I got that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
his dad got cancer and he didn't do nothing to get treated.
Yep, started drinking, left his mom pretty much like penniless, he says.
As he put it.
And I think he kind of holds a little bit of resentment for that, but he says, I want to do better. You know, I want to show like this is what I'm here for, you know.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to prove that I'm a better man.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He's learned from his father's mistakes, as do many of us, hopefully. Now we done with him?
We're done.
Okay. We're on day 21, 11:50, almost noon, talking about Jordan again. He's got the meat up in the trees. I'm afraid that meat's gonna get ganked. Something's gonna
happen. What do you do though? You know, like you're using up all of these calories just to save the food that you have.
Yes.
And, you know, other animals getting it, and then he wants to smoke the meat.
Yep.
And it's like he has so much meat in his tent that he explains it as like basically a human burrito.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't know if I would do that.
How do you protect it, you know? What do you do with that much meat that fast, you know?
I think I would set up a small food processing type camp and have just food there. That way if the animals come, they're going to go there instead of here. I don't know. That's more calories though, because he's got to move it all over there now. So maybe
I don't know.
He did the best he could. I can't blame him.
Yeah.
And then there's an annotation on the screen that says that it takes approximately up to 24 hours to correctly smoke the meat. And that's true. I've had meat that I've jerked. I mean, thin strips that have been on the smoke for 8 to 10 hours. So he has large pieces of meat. That's not uncommon. And then it said with the current temperatures and humidity and all that in the air and the location that he's at, the temperatures, that he's got about 5 days before this meat can spoil. We are now on day 22. It's 9:26 in the morning. We're talking about Nathan. There are 7 people left. He got some snow.
He got snow, and when he wakes up, he sees that there's a bunch of snow kind of like in his doorway. And he says, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to work on my shelter.
2 to 4 hours, he says.
Yeah.
But then he sees Wolverine tracks in the snow and decides to change his plan and track this animal.
Okay, so.
In hopes of hunting, I guess.
Is this something that you would do? Like, what, you have your shelter to do. You know that it's getting cold.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of call would you make on it?
That's a hard decision, because at that, day 22, your mind's not really clicking right. You got the shelter, I think, would be a priority over food, but in a normal situation. But now we're kind of looking at day 22, so they're already in that.
Hunger, anything that moves type deal. Like, ooh, okay.
It's a touchy thing, but exposure will definitely take you out before food will.
Yeah.
I think, hypothermia. So I can't really say. I just have to trust his judgment and hope that he's doing the right thing. But the storm gets worse. Temperatures drop to about 27 degrees. That's all I have with Nathan.
Yeah.
So moving forward.
Yeah, move forward.
Day 22, it's still day 22, 2 o'clock, talking about Brady. He had a funny little deal.
He did. And I thought he was talking about a washing machine at home until it got to what he was doing. And the camera opens up and you can see like a pot spinning.
On a tripod. Maybe a pair of socks in there spinning.
I don't know. He goes,
oh, that's funny.
I got this. I bet nobody has a laundry machine like I do. And he has it spinning around. It was clever. Okay. Cool. Funny.
He decides to go fishing.
Yeah. Fishing.
And he gets a big fish.
Yeah. Like huge fish.
And
he says that it's food in the bank and he's no longer using the credit card. That's what he says.
That's right.
The food cash.
And his words were he expects 4 to 6 days of food out of this fish. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Moving
forward, day 23, 6 in the morning, talking about Nikki. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yep, 45 years old today. She decides to make a birthday wish, and she has a candle made out of moss or something.
It's moss. They said it's like they used to use that for like traditional something or another. I mean, correct me when you guys watch it, but they used to use that for almost that same type of purpose.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
For their little soirees or something back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't know it would burn like that.
It did. It actually lit like a candle. It was pretty cool.
Pretty neat. So she decides to make a birthday wish, blows out the candle, and decides that she's going to go out and check her snares. And what did she find?
A hair.
A hair.
A big one.
She got emotional.
Oh, bless her heart. Really,
I would have too.
That was cool. A big one.
Yep. And then I can't help but notice this because there was a really close-up shot while she was emotional about the hair, and she's got pretty eyes.
Yeah, she does.
She's got beautiful eyes. So, what now?
She looks at the camera and she goes, that was the best birthday wish ever.
Yep. Best birthday wish
ever. That's what she wished for, and she got fed. I'd be wishing for that too if I was starving.
Yep.
So, good for you.
I'm
glad for you. Happy birthday. You deserve it.
45. So, moving forward, 10:23, we're talking about Wyona. Hope I'm saying that right.
Still don't know if we're saying it right. Come on. We're sorry.
She can see her breath.
It's a cold night. Yep. It really is. She said that she usually can warm up pretty good. It doesn't take her much to warm up, but she knows those temperatures are dropping.
And she says, this is the coldest night so far. Also gonna go check her snares. And what?
So we got 2 ladies and we got 2 rabbits. We got, what's the difference between a hare and a rabbit?
Cousins.
Okay, well, one got a hare, one got a rabbit. They look a little bit different, but
Tomato.
But both the girls, they got them a rabbit to eat. So
yeah.
she checked it. She got her rabbit. She got emotional too. Was very thankful to the rabbit god, she said.
Mm-hmm.
So she scored 2.
The next part was kind of interesting.
Boom,
Yeah,
yes.
she makes a long rabbit skin rope.
I thought that was cool as heck.
I did too.
I really thought that was cool. I would totally dig that.
And I'll be honest, I'll throw it out there. I've never seen that before, so that was something new.
I've never seen it. I thought maybe you had.
No, that was new to me.
So she's gonna make something nice and pretty. How amazing would it be that she can go and make her? And it was a lot. It was a lot of rope.
Yeah.
For that, I mean, it was a big rabbit-ish, but that was a lot of material that she can use, that she can make into something. And I'm curious to see what she makes.
It was interesting.
It was cool.
She's really good at what she's doing. Now moving forward back to Jordan, we're still on day 23. It's 5:45-ish.
Yeah.
He's cooking a shish kebab and he shows the meat to the camera and it looks rare.
It looks pretty rare, but it's not like it's chicken or pork, and you know, like, isn't it like in the like from beef, like you can eat, because I like my steaks pretty rare.
Bleeding.
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
She's a vampire.
No, I'm not. But and he overcooks them. But anyways, anyway, it was a little rare, but is there really a lot of harm in that?
I don't think so.
So
probably good to go.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I hope so. He better not get sick. How sad would that be? Like, he has like all this meat all up there smoking and everything, and then the next night he's sick. That would be so sad.
Yes. That's all I got for Jordan.
Okay.
6 o'clock, talking about Nikki. She's eating her rabbit, and she makes a comment that was very interesting. She said that she's upset her mom a lot in her life with the choices that she's made.
And it might just be like her lifestyle, and her mom wanted something different from her, away from like the way that she's been, you know, primitive and you know, stuff like that.
Could be. But
she wants, the psychology comes out of me, but she kind of wants that, what do they call it? What did I say? Validation. She wants, like, she's needing validation from her mom so bad. Like, oh, if I win this, then, you know, all these poor choices and things that my mom thought I was doing, it was actually for a purpose.
Right.
So she's looking for that validation from her mom, and, you know, girl, do it for you.
Yes, because I was thinking kind of the same lines.
Yeah.
The money ain't going to change
No.
those things. Changing is going to change it.
You do what you love, and you're good at it.
Yes, you're rocking it.
Yes.
What else? Midnight on the day 24. It just hit midnight, so we're on the next day. She hears a noise and some growling sounds.
Speaking of vampires.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it was the wolf.
Something.
It was a wolverine. I don't know what it was.
It
was some nasty growls, though.
She went outside, looks around, had her headlamp or whatever. Can't find nothing. She goes back to bed, back to her shelter, and from what I could gather, she was talking herself down, calming herself down,
Absolutely.
reassuring herself, hey, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be just fine.
I'd be doing the same thing.
I would too.
Over and over again.
So,
and
pretty tough. 8 o'clock in the morning, she sees some tracks outside. She's trying to identify them. I don't know. It looks like a wolverine, maybe a lynx. I don't know. It's hard to tell. One of the paws was dragging or something. That's about it. All we have for this episode.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Nope, that's it. I'm hoping she can get her a big old meal. That'd be cool.
So some final thoughts real quick. this is the first season that I've seen that snares are actually being used effectively. I've seen snares being set in previous seasons, and I can't recall a success rate like we're having now. So I don't know if that's something new. And also, the bow and arrow is definitely playing its part. They killed squirrels. They're snaring animals. In the past, we've seen more of a deadfall kind of thing where they've been killing things. Now it's all snares. There is a lot of people out there that like to discount the effectiveness of snares, and they truly are working in a real situation. So that's something to take note of.
And those two females, they're using those snares effectively, and they're killing out there.
They are.
Literally.
So that's all we got.
Yeah.
So thanks for tuning in. We love the show, and everybody's doing good. We have 7 people, no tap outs. It's amazing. We're getting a glimpse of the next episode. It looks like there might have been a fire. One of the girls had a fire or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
The same person who had the fire the last time?
I hope not. But
We'll see.
Who knows? Okay. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave your comments and let us know what you think. And until next time, have a beautiful day.
Bye guys.
See you later.
Ya.
Bye.